Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be playing in the Tier 10 Soviet Tech Tree Heavy, the IS-4, which I consider to be one of the most mid-tier 10s in the game. I really don't like the IS-4 that much. I think the Object 260 plays so similar to the IS-4, but is kind of better because the 260 reverses at 20. The 260 has more DPM, it has better on-movement dispersion, and unironically has better armor. Like, the turret armor on the 260 is definitely worse, but I'd say the hull armor is just as strong. And when you pair that with the just flat better mobility, top speed, and acceleration, I just feel like the 260 kind of outclasses the IS-4. There's a couple things the IS-4 does excel at, though. It has really good turret armor, like really good turret armor. And if you use that armor properly, you can be an absolute beast. Not only does the IS-4 have really good turret armor, but it has good pen and decent DPM. Overall, it's a solid gun. You know, you got all right values going for you. However, there's a lot of problems with the IS-4 as well. The vehicle just has so many goofy values. I don't like the armor at all in this tank. I think the hull armor is terrible, especially compared to what it used to be. I think the mobility, while decent when using speed boost, is still really mid overall. I was really hoping that Progetto would poke this, and then I'd be able to get a shell into the prog. Oh, great. We got the E4 already over here. Okay, well, the E4 missed us at least. Nice. Easy pen in return. Look at how hard that Progetto wants to just sniff me, bro. Look at him. He's like, oh my god, can I shoot the IS-4, bro? Oh my god. Yeah, you want to shoot the IS-4? Here, I'll give you a free shot. I'll give you a free shot, bro. There you go. There's your shot. Did you hit it? Of course, now we have the BZ-75. Like, bruh, can our team distract these guys, or do I have to, like, fight all of them? Like, do I have to fight medium flank and heavy flank? What is going on here? I love this game, guys. It's so fun. I can't do anything to the BZ. In fact, I can't do anything is just the best way to describe what's going on here. We have the Marat, and we're going to aim in on that Marat slower plate. Now, something you'll notice about the IS-4 is how long it takes to aim in. You have 420 damage per shot, which is not a lot. It's pretty meh for average damage, but this tank takes so long to aim in. It has just the longest aiming time ever. And don't get me wrong, like, I don't hate the gun, it's just sometimes it's really, really unenjoyable when you sit there and have to aim for 8 years. Nice high explosive into the side of that Progetto for 600, and that player literally just got sent back to China. Alright, well, we're going to cross this. I might get nuked, but I don't think they have tanks here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the side of the Marat and get a nice 400 alpha shell, and we're going to keep chilling here, and we'll see if we can get some more damage into the Marat. I mean, at this point, I think this Marat is kind of screwed. But you'll also notice that the Marat is really bad, so I guess that works out for us in both ways. Bro, really? You had to kill my driver, didn't you? Just had to kill my driver. Alright, well, let's aim it on the side of the Super Conch. Nice shell. And at this point, the Super Conch is screwed, let's be honest. I'm going to load in a standard shell. Nice clear. And now we can focus on the BZ-75, who is graciously showing me his rear. Aiming. Boom. 428 into the side of his vehicle. Sweet, we're up to 4,000 so far, which is pretty good. Got the concept over here, which I'm going to go for it. Ooh, we did get it. It was a little sus, but we got that HE out. Oh, there goes our Patton. Oh, no, not the Patton, the bat shot. Because the WZ's camping there, bruh. There's no way you're still camping in your WZ over here. What have you been doing for your team? Alright, well, let's head over here. And I think the best way to deal with this WZ is to move over this route, because the WZ realistically can't do anything to me. So we'll load in a gold shell. I hate this gun so much. I really do. I hate the accuracy. It misses so many easy shots for no reason. It's so annoying. Bro, what? Okay. Like, the IS-4, its armor isn't awful, but, like, it's not good. That's, like, the armor is not good on this tank. The WZ is just buttering through us every single time. Alright, well, let's see. I can't pen the WZ anywhere. Like, I can't. I literally... I hate this gun! I hate it! I hate it so much, bro! Why does it have to miss the easiest shots ever? Alright, let's load a gold shell. God, we missed like 3 shots in that WZ's lower plate. That's so tragic. We did fine. We did great this game, right? I think we did like 5,000 something damage. Let's see. Yeah, 5,700 damage. Great game. Super, super good. But why does this gun have to miss the easiest shots? Like, easy shells on that WC's lower plate, and they all dunk into the dirt. The problem is, there's two issues with the IS-4 gun. It's the on-movement dispersion paired with the turret traverse. The IS-4 has literally the worst turret traverse I have ever seen in my life. Like, I'm going to go to Blitzkit while we are waiting to get into battle here. And I'm going to go take a look at what the on-movement dispersion of the IS-4 is and the turret traverse speed. It's tragic. It is so tragic. So here we are, IS-4. So the turret traverse speed of the IS-4 is... I know it's somewhere here. Health, hull traverse, turret traverse. It is... Oh no, that's on-movement dispersion. I'll find it. I see hull traverse speed. Turret traverse speed. There it is. It is 29th out of the 30 tanks in tier 10 on turret traverse speed. It is 17 degrees a second. Watch it. Watch this. Look at that. That is so slow. And the problem is it forces you to turn the hull. And because of that, it makes your on-movement dispersion become awful because you have to turn your hull and turret instead of just the turret to snap a shot. It is a serious issue for this vehicle. Alright, well, we have an IS-7 over here. And we're going to move up actually really aggressive. And the reason why... Oh, the IS-7's actually going to maneuver over here? Interesting. Okay. Alright, well, let's see. I'm going to poke right here. And aiming on the 5A. Nice. 438 damage. See what happens here with our team. This thing has a... It's a pretty quick reload, to be fair. It's aiming on the lower plate. There you go. Nice 449. Let's turn our tank over here. We have our whole team behind me, so I don't really need to worry about that. We have the 4005 right up there. Okay, well, let's see if the 5A is poking this. There you go. Nice shot into the 5A for 402. This is like the best position to be in an IS-4, to be real. Like, this is such a good spot. And it's because we have the armor to work this position. I don't mind trading with a 4005. That tank's an autoloader. I'm a single shot. I've got more alpha, and I got more hit points. So it's really just a win-win for me in that trade there. Come on, show me that. Okay. Again, like, the gun on this tank, just, it makes me want to rip my hair out. It really does. It should not miss these shots, and it does. It's really infuriating. But we're getting damage out. The IS-7 is on... I thought the IS-7 had shot, but I guess not. But it doesn't really matter. We get another nice shell out. We're already up to 2,600 damage in this game. I am very wary of that 4005, I will tell you that. I would not be surprised if that 4005 just YOLO'd over here. Especially with the fact we don't have much support on the rear. So I'm going to take a shot so that hopefully... Oh my god, concept. It's not that challenging to, like, not suck at this game. I'm going to actually ignore the IS-7, push over here, and hope that the concept clears him. There you go. Good job. Good boy. And now we can back up. We can aim it on the 5A. We can back up again. I mean, this team's awful. I don't even know how our team is this bad, to be real. But let's... Oh my god. Bro, this concept is so bad. Like, he is so bad. Oh my god. The word tragic is this team. I have no words. There you go. Nice 525. Well, we did the best we could. That's really all there is to say. I could not have done better in this battle. There you go. Nice. Try and angle. Ah, 140 just went right through my upper plate. IS-4 did great this game, to be fair. Like, I did literally everything in my power to win this battle. And the DPM was fine. The accuracy did goof out a little bit, but we still did 5,500. But again, we blocked 440. That's it. We got one bounce that whole game. Pretty good battle, though. I mean, there's nothing you can do when you have a 60% 200 LT re-roll who does 0 damage, and E50M who's a 46%er. Like, our Patton decided to go to heavy side instead of helping out the mediums. It's just, there's nothing you can do. But we've done our 2 games in the IS-4. Now we're going to do our 2 battles in the 777, and we're going to compare. Now, the 777, to be fair, has some big downsides versus the IS-4. The biggest downside of the 777 is the traverse speed, and the turret armor is a lot worse. Those are your 2 big downsides. Turret armor on the IS-4 is much better, but this tank has much better turret traverse speed. So, I'll say both sides of the argument. Like, even though this turret traverse speed isn't a whole lot faster, it's still about 20 degrees a second on this tank, which is, it's still a lot better than the IS-4s. The on-movement dispersion on this tank is also the same as the IS-4, so you don't have to turn your tank as much, so it's kind of just better in that regard. Oh, I meant to do a smiley face. You'll notice mobility on the 777 is really, really quick. It's just as quick as the IS-4, and it doesn't rely on super speed boost. Alright, well, we are going to move all the way over here. Keep on going, keep on going. There you go. Yeah, that's the on-move dispersion. You can see the difference, right? We actually hit our shots in this tank. Alright, let's move up. I'm a little worried about some tonklers on our side, but there you go. Nice 450. Now, this tank also has more damage per shot than the IS-4. 430 instead of a 420, which is a big difference. We get a 580 bounce. That's the grill. All right. If I'm going to play this properly, I'm going to move all the way over here. I'm going to aim it on the 60 TP again. Nice 450. 2 and 5. He unfortunately bounces the shot. We're going to load in a gold shell, and perfect. Right into the roof. All right. Now we reload. Got the 2 and 5 be over there. We got the cron over here. Realistically, I can't do much to that cron, but I can do something to that one. Nice 505. You just gonna overpoke? Of course you are. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you literally just overpoke and do whatever the heck you want in your autoloader? Oh, great. Now your teammate's here. Like, why? Why are we doing this? What do we gain for this play? Like, actually, what do we gain for this play, bro? What did you gain for this? You just nuked yourselves. I hate autoloader players. They think they can get away with whatever they want, and they get heavily punished for it a lot of the time. Like this game, we clearly had our teammates all behind me, and you still made that play. Why did you think that was a good maneuver? You could have just stayed hull down here and waited for us to overpoke and clipped us. Like, bruh. Well, we got the Hovri over here. I'm aiming on that Hovri. Again, look at the on-move dispersion of this tank. It's so much better than the IS-4s. And because of that, we easily hit that shot instead of suffering. So already, we're up to 4,000 damage in this game. And there's only 2 tanks left. Now we're going to use our mobility and move on up. Oh, there you go. There's the Caro. Let's see what we can do here. Now, you'll notice that we actually got bounces in our 777. Which is not too surprising, because unlike the IS-4, this tank actually has hull armor, which is obviously a huge advantage. So, you have some big, big, big advantages in this vehicle. Alright, well, we have the car over here. That player's already cooked. We have the grill, who is backing up, and boom, 382. So, pretty good game. We ended up dealing 4,956. And I can tell you that this game definitely felt better than it probably would have in the IS-4. We might have actually died in the IS-4. I don't know if we would have gotten those bounces against the Crons. The side-scraping potential that this tank features versus the IS-4 is so much better. It's so much better because you're a mid-mounted tank, so you can side-scrape, and the side armor on this tank is much better than the IS-4's. It's a noticeable amount, too. And not only that, but you have flat better DPM. The 777 has 2,967 damage per minute when running calibrated shells, and it has better heat pen at 384, where the IS-4 features 2,782 DPM. So the 777 has about 220 more DPM than the IS-4. It has better premium pen. It has better on-movement dispersion. It has better alpha damage. It has a higher top speed. It has a better power-to-weight ratio. And you don't have to sacrifice a repair kit to run speed. And when you add all of those things together with the fact that the 777 has just flat better armor on a town-based engagement, really the only advantage the IS-4 has going for it is its super speed boost can allow it to reverse at 22 kilometers per hour, and the vehicle has AP standard. I guess you can say the turret armor is better on the IS-4, but it doesn't really make much of a difference because out of the games we've played, have I actually been able to use my turret armor? Not really. I think the 777 would have done just as fine in the Himmelsdorf game. In fact, the 777 might have done better in the Himmelsdorf game due to that higher DPM. It probably would have allowed me to get more damage out. But here we go. Let's maneuver over on the medium flank. Well, not the medium, sorry, the heavy flank. We're going to cut all the way over here. And we'll see what we can do. Boom, boom, boom. What do they have? 2 and 5B Kron, VK72. Okay, they got some nasty tonklers. We're going to head all the way over here, and we're going to aim it on that Kron. Aiming, aiming. Unfortunate. Just didn't have the time to aim in that shell there. I hate crons. I really do. There's nothing you can do against it. Okay. Like, I just sit here and do nothing. Oh boy. Can't wait to reload again so I can literally shoot a high explosive at his tank and do 0. Oh my god. It's just so dumb. Come on, shoot at me more. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I can move up at least. Got the Foch over here. Shell misses. What a shocker. I do have teammates behind me, so I'm not too worried. We're going to move over here. We're going to ignore the Kron. And what I'm hoping is that maybe we can get some damage into these players. 2 and 5B. Okay. I don't even know how the 2 and 5B penned me. I don't. He, like, ricocheted a shell into my hatch. That made no sense, but alright. Bro's built different. Alright, let's just honestly shoot the PK-72. It's a really easy heat shell. Alright, and 3, 2, 1. Let's go for that track wheel. There you go. Easy 415. Reload again. But this is, again, like the 777 just doing 777 things. The gun on this vehicle getting out these super easy shots. 538 Maxwell because of that higher alpha damage. We reload in 2 seconds. We get a nice shell into the WZ. There you go. 440. Again, that higher alpha damage allowing us to get out that big old chunky bleed. I do have the WZ on me, but I don't really care too much. I don't actually want to make... Oh, no, I do have the E5, but I still don't really want to make this play. I'm going to back up. We do have the WZ right here, but I don't... I'm dead. I'm screwed, actually. I'm completely screwed because my team has decided they don't want to support me. So I'm going to have the Kron on me. I have the WZ. There you go. Nice 414. But it's not really that the problem. It's... you know what? Actually, I might still be... This might be salvageable. I have the grill on my side, which is obviously a threat. No. No, I'm cooked. And the Kron maxwells me. Okay, bro. Like, okay. But the Kron did miss that shot, which is actually really nice. And the grill died. The amount of tunnel that I'm having this game is kind of crazy when you actually think about it. Come on, poke it. Really? You're not going to poke it? Alright. Well, you just cooked yourself, I guess. Bye-bye. And, boop. Easy 350 clear into the side of the Kron. How much did we do this game? 3,300. We did fine. There wasn't really much of an opportunity to do too much damage this game. And I don't think the IS-4 would have done any worse or better in this situation here. But in general, I just feel like the 777's a more flexible tank. I think the higher alpha makes the trades more worthwhile. I think the increased DPM means that you don't have to worry about being rushed as much. I think the better side armor allows you to get more bounces. And I think that in general, it allows this tank to be better. So we're going to do one last game in the 777. We're going to do 3 games in the 777, 2 in the IS-4. Because I just like this tank so much. And we'll see how it ends up here. So, I don't like... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I like going town a lot of the time on this map in heavies, because you obviously can hide your weak hull armor and work it, but it's fine, it's fine. We're going to go up this bridge, and we'll see how it works out. We got the CS spotted already, and there's the grill. Not really sure the play from that grill, but alright. The 92E1 gets a nice shell. We get some assistance for spotting the grill, which is really good. And now we can move up over here. And CS is just going to overpoke. Alright, there you go. Nice 433. Let's put on my adrenaline, and let's angle the vehicle. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Boom. That's where that high alpha feels great. Again, that 430 damage per shot, allowing us to outtrade the enemy. So we're going to back up. We're going to turn our vehicle, and... Is that grill going to... I don't think that grill's going to do that. I really don't. There's no way. He did. Wow, that grill actually did that. What a frickin' monkey. Alright, well, we got the 183. We got the 752. Aiming. We tracked him. To be fair, we did track him, which means that he can't really move, but unfortunately that track didn't really... Oh, wow, a skilled player we have here. Bye-bye. These players are truly geniuses, bro. Truly. Alright, well, we can't hit the KPZ. We got a 520 bounce, which is the 114. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to push the 752, because that looks to be free damage. So we're going to push this player here, and we're going to aim it on his lower plate. There you go. We're going to angle... Actually, I'm just going to face hug. We still got penned. It's unfortunate, but doesn't make too much of a matter. Another pen into the 752. I have more DPM than this player. And we have more health, but I do have to be... Nah, I was going to say I have to be a little cautious about the 114, but I guess not. Either way, another nice shell into the 752. He pens me and Maxwell's his heat shell. I'm telling you, no matter what I do, these players will always get the best luck. Oh, wait, actually, maybe he fired AP. I think he heat shelled that. Either way, I'm going to ignore you, and we are going to go for the 114 now, because that is the only tank left on the enemy team that has hit points that I care about. We have the grill. There you go. Easy clear into that grill. And now we can push the 114, which we can hopefully get a bit of extra free damage into. So let's push over here. Let's get a nice shell. Unfortunately, this 114 is not the sharpest tool in the shed, but it doesn't really matter. We use our adrenaline, get another nice 189, and there you go. Great game. We farmed, we did our DPM, we used our mobility. I don't know, I just really like the 777. I think in most situations, this is such a flexible tank. The gun depression, it's not great. It's the same as the IS-4s, but because this tank is a bit lower down, look at how much taller the IS-4 is on that side profile. Like, the 777 is about 20% lower down, and it's just such a fun tank. But I want you guys to let me know. What do you like more? Do you like the 777? Do you like the IS-4? Which tank do you think is better? Either way, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.